It's 10 a.m. in London on the 23rd of November. In the Supreme Court, the UK's senior judges sit to issue a historic judgment.
The court unanimously concludes that the Scottish Parliament does not have the power to legislate for a referendum on Scottish independence. The court will now adjourn.
Loch Gilphead is 500 miles away. The news has already brought people to the quayside in the rain. Westminster decisions are a long way from here.
I think Scotland's been shafted for so long by the Westminster government that we really need to stop it.
Freedom! Yeah! I want democracy. I want self-determination for Scotland.
We're not giving up. We're not giving in.
We haven't gone away. We're not going to take this lightly. It's a matter of when, not if.
Now, Edinburgh's Holyrood Parliament has a democratic dilemma. More than half of the members were elected on the promise of an independence referendum. A referendum London says they can't have. International media are already in camp. They're expecting a reaction, a show of opposition as a backdrop for the breaking news. It's down to independence supporters to produce a gesture of dissent. Activists across Scotland have seen the judgment coming, and as darkness falls, the people are coming out on the streets. Outside Holyrood, the Vigil will feature speeches of solidarity from across the Scottish independence movement and across Europe.
This is the Time for Scotland rally because it's time for Scotland to show that it will not accept being denied a chance to decide its future. The world sees it now, crystal clear. We are not in a union of equals. We are not in a voluntary union. And to that degree, we are not in a democracy. So we're here tonight to make a really very important point, which is that whilst the politicians, the Supreme Court judges, the commentators, the media, and everyone else has their say, politics is about the passion of people, the belief of people.
Now, we got a setback this morning. Of course we did. And we know we meet that news with disappointment. But let us not be disheartened, because we know now what we need to do. If the British state will not allow a democratic event such as a referendum to be able to express the will of the people, then we will find other means to allow the people to have their voice.
This campaign, our campaign, needs to start agitation and action. We need to work together. We need to settle our differences or leave them to one side and be united. The UK state today has said no. And as Canon Kenyon Wright said, we are the people of Scotland and we are sovereign, and we say yes, yes, yes!
We must not march just because we're angry. We must march to build our movement, build support and demonstrate the legitimacy of our demands. With no legal route as defined by the UK Supreme Court available to us, our actions now must lead to independence being internationally recognised and Scotland taking its rightful place as a sovereign state. Let's shake the palace to its foundations. Let's quicken the sinews of any fake politician. Let's make sure Westminster knows. Independence for Scotland? We can! We will! We must!
If this is a voluntary union, then show me the door so I can leave. They keep telling us this is not the time, this is not the moment, this is not how it's done. Well, we're saying enough is enough. We're putting our people on the streets. We're raising our voices, and we're saying to Westminster, we will vote.
Demonstrations in 6 European cities deliver a statement of support.
Le mandat donné par le peuple écossais pour l'organisation d'un nouveau référendum sur l'indépendance doit être respecté par le gouvernement britannique.
"15 times across Scotland march and rally in protest.
So it's time to move on now and find another way out of this, off this sinking ship.
We have to be independent. We're controlled by down south. It just endorses the need for independence. Straightforward.
And there's no democracy in that decision.
There's no democracy.
Der Brexit darf nicht Schottlands Schicksal sein. Das Licht für Schottland brennt in Europa weiter. Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei, er hat gerade erst begonnen. Solidarität.
My friends, my fellow supporters of Scottish independence, no establishment, Westminster or otherwise, will ever silence the voice of the Scottish people. Our task, our job as Scotland's peaceful, civic, inclusive, internationalist independence movement is the same today as it was yesterday. It is to build the case for Scotland becoming a normal, equal, independent member of the European family of nations. It is to build, through dignified and patient persuasion, clear, overwhelming majority support in Scotland for our independence. And then it is to ensure that we have a democratic process to allow that majority opinion to be expressed beyond any doubt. Independence is not an abstract notion. Independence is about the prosperity of our nation. It is about the equality of our nation. It is about the internationalism of our nation. It is about building a better, fairer, more equal Scotland for this and generations to come. Let us make sure that we take this message to every part of Scotland, because what has been shown beyond any doubt today is that the only route to equality for Scotland within the British family of nations is by Scotland becoming an independent country. Let's get to it, my friends. Let's win our independence and let's build the Scotland we know is possible.
An independent Scotland. Let the people decide. Look out for more events